afternoon and happy Thursday. Welcome to Eastern Lifestyle. I'm your host, Davia Pugh.
And I'm your reporter, Kaylee Riccatelli.
We are so glad to have you with us. Get ready for a very awesome show. We'll learn about an artist's beautiful sculptures that embody powerful alter egos in women in Wilson. We'll also find out about upcoming shows at a performing arts theater in New Bern, plus find out how you can get a fantastic deal when you dine at this amazing ENC restaurant. That's all on the way very soon, but now let's get into what makes this day special. What is today?
So today is Break the Glass Ceiling Day.
Okay, now what is that about?
So the glass ceiling, or the proverbial glass ceiling, is the systemic barriers that bar certain people from, or certainly people groups from success, or from climbing the ladder, whatever the goal is, advancement.
Okay.
And so it's on today because today is the 135th day of the year. And there was a study done that estimates that it would take 135 years to reach gender parity on all sorts of like facets in like corporate, like workplace kind of stuff, like equal pay, equal treatment, all that kind of stuff between men and women.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
Today is, a day to recognize, advancements that have been made and how far we still need to go.
That's great.
And it challenges people, women and men, to think, what can I do to break the glass ceiling? So yeah.
I love that. That's a cool term too, break the glass ceiling.
Yes, and if you look up just like Break the Glass Ceiling Day online, there's a whole website for it. They have resources, they have like groups and like chat, like people you can talk with, and just like, yeah.
That's awesome.
People to motivate and like make it a community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that. Love equality.
Yeah.
Awesome. So today is also National Bring Flowers to Someone Day.
Awesome.
Yes. That's really sweet.
I love getting flowers.
Yeah, like this is just, I think it's a great way to just make someone happy.
Yeah.
And put a smile to their face. So the gift of flowers is just a universal way of showing love, appreciation, sympathy, or just a thank you to someone. And today is just the perfect day you can like explore the history of giving flowers and the meaning behind flowers themselves. So it's just a way to express emotions, especially like love, care, and appreciation. So go out and get some flowers today. And if you're thinking of someone who, deserves some flowers, give it to them today.
Yeah.
It's a great day to do it. So it's a holiday.
I mean, I love like the quote unquote language of flowers.
Yeah.
Cause like different like roses are love, carnations are something else. Like each flower has a meaning.
It does.
And different colors of each flower
Every
have different
flower
meanings.
has a different meaning, and like it's amazing. Like the science behind all of that, it's unlimited, really.
People would insult people by giving them flowers, like way back when that kind of stuff was more well known.
Yeah.
But I love getting flowers.
Yeah.
My birthday is coming up, and my dad usually gets me flowers for my birthday. So we'll see if he remembers this.
What's your favorite flower?
I like roses. I'm really basic. Roses with like baby's breath sprinkled throughout it to like accent.
What is that?
The little tiny white ones. Oh. They're like kind of like accent flowers.
Oh, I didn't know they were called baby's breath.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But
okay.
I like roses and baby breath.
Yeah, roses are awesome. I think those are my top. Like I think that's my top.
Yeah.
I have some more, but I can't think of it right now. I don't have time. So let's get to our ENC event. Celebrate local and bold flavors at the Farm to Table Spring Soiree in Farmville on May 17th from 6 to 10 p.m. You can enjoy gourmet dishes made with locally sourced ingredients paired with wine hand-selected by wine expert Jimmy McCroy of Winebow Wines.
Ooh.
The night includes live music, auctions, and more, all in support of the Farmville Chamber of Commerce. Attire is Southern proper.
Oh.
And for more info or tickets, visit farmvillnchamber.org.
I have never heard of that as a
I've
dress
never heard
code
of
before.
Southern proper, and I'm just like, that's very interesting.
I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna be looking it up now.
Yeah, look it up and check that out. Seems like a really cool
wine tasting by an
event.
expert.
Wine expert.
Ah.
So yeah, you'll get, some great delights with that, I think.
No, it
Pretty
sounds
cool.
like a great time.
It does. Coming up after the break, we are going to learn about some beautiful artwork like the piece you see here and find out how it's tied to women empowerment and creative expression. Hey everyone, I'm your host Davia. Today we are in Wilson at the Porch to learn all about Elizabeth Law Healy's Iconostars that are here at the Porch, and we'll also be taking a behind the scenes look at how she creates her artwork at her home studio. So we're gonna see all of her vibrant creations, learn about her creative process and the inspiration behind her work. Let's go. So we are here with Elizabeth Law Healy, the brains behind Iconostar. Thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. Your home studio is beautiful.
Thank you.
Tell us about Iconostar. What inspired that?
So I've been an artist for 30 years and painting, but in 2007 I started making life-size dogs and female figures. And during the pandemic, when everybody was at home for so long, I decided I wanted to just do something really big, and so I came up with these. Yeah, I did a little doodle one day and thought that would look good in a great sculpture. So this is Sugar, and that is Venus, the larger-than-life, female goddesses, wow. Iconostars.
So tell us about what Iconostars represent.
So they're all about female empowerment and feeling comfortable with yourself. And a lot of them have messages like on the back or on the sides. Yeah. And like all the circles, I started the circles 25 years ago, and they represent the circle of life. So when our daughter was born, my mom was simultaneously dying of cancer. I wanted to encapsulate the memory of her and the love, for not just the ones that are here, but the ones that have passed.
So Iconostar, tell us what inspired that name.
My mom's always been an activist for human rights and women's rights. So I wanted to do something about, like I said, female empowerment, something iconic and something that's a star. Yeah. And I started kind of playing with words, and then I thought Iconostars. They're sort of iconoclastic, semi-irreverent, don't necessarily follow the rules. They're proud, and they're not afraid of their curves. Yeah. They're lumpy, they're bumpy, and they're perfect just the way they are.
And I love how their arms are up like this too. That's really cool. It shows that they're happy. So can you walk us through like your creative process on how these come to be what they are?
So actually I carved the foam, and then I glue it together, and then my husband helps me fiberglass it, and then I tile it. And that's basically, and go around to all the various antique shops or what are looking for fun stuff to put on them. On the front of a lot of them, it'll say either dream big or never give up or do great things.
How has your experience with your artwork been in Wilson specifically? Like, I know you have the porch as well. Mm-hmm. Tell us how Iconostar ties into Wilson.
Wilson has been so great. So I bought an old building that was decrepit, old gas station, and we renovated the whole thing, and I had my art studio there, and I called it Iconostar Studio, and we started getting so many visitors all the time, and I started serving Prosecco. And after the first year, I actually gave away like $5,000 worth. And I decided I should get my own wine and beer license. Kirsten Chesson, she took it over, and she runs the porch now and turned it into a full bar. Oh. But we still have Positivity Park all around it with the sculptures there. And it's a great place to go and hang out, watch a game.
Where can people go if they wanted to learn more about your sculptures, find out more information, and so forth?
Thank you. Well, it's elizabethlawhealy.com.
Great.
Yeah, or you can come to Wilson, to the porch.
Your artwork is beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
It's time for Quick Draw, where we draw something completely random in 30 seconds or less, and today Kaylee's drawing.
And what am I drawing?
A rose.
Of course.
Yeah, it's only right.
I used to know how to draw a rose.
I did too. I think we learned that in school. I learned how to draw a rose in school, I think.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it. I didn't even mean to do that.
Yeah, I love that song. Yes. You have 10 seconds.
Yeah, this is right. Yeah, close enough. I think I'm done.
You're done?
I'm just gonna do little thorns. Ta-da!
That's a really pretty rose.
You know what I meant to do? I meant to draw a dome over it, so it'd be the rose from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
That's what I was gonna do, and then I forgot because I panicked that I was drawing it right.
That's still really cute.
Thank you.
It's so like elegant looking.
Thank you.
It's a cute rose.
I have never drawn a rose that quickly and that well before, actually.
Good job.
I'm Kaylee Riccatelli, and coming up on Eastern Lifestyle, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so kick off your flip-flops and stay tuned to hear more about this upcoming must-see show. Welcome back to Eastern Lifestyle. I am once again here at the Bern Civic Theatre with Executive Director Michael Tahaney and Director of this new show, Tyler Griffin. So tell me, where are we?
So we're not really sure. We've escaped
Exactly.
we're far away, and that's what I tried to do is make us feel like, well, we know we're in a beach somewhere, but
But we do know we're in Margaritaville, right?
Exactly.
we are.
Yes, we are.
And it's
So
an escape, so.
tell me a little bit about Margaritaville, which is the show that you guys have coming up.
So it's a jukebox musical. It's using all of Jimmy Buffett's music, and it's using some of his characters that he used to write in some of his novels, and then have the tourist that comes and steals his heart, and it's the story about them and their journey through navigating, living in the islands of Volcano, and someone craving a lot of cheeseburgers.
Would one of you like to explain what a jukebox musical is to someone who may not be familiar?
Yeah, a jukebox musical sort of got the term from taking music that's already been written by, it can be a specific artist, or it can be even be a number of artists, maybe from an era or something like that. But in this particular case, they took all of Jimmy Buffett's probably it's a lot of his greatest hit. The writers pulled together all these songs, and then they cull a script or story around that tries to kind of marry the music songs together in a way that we get a story. The storyline is just going to help the audience access the music in a different way. And of course, in this situation, it's sung by different voices. There's female lead voices on it, which we're not used to because we're kind of always hear Jimmy's voice there. And there's choral, like sort of versions of the songs.
Like a new twist on something you're familiar with.
There you go.
Exactly.
As a director, what has gone into taking this music that everyone's familiar with and giving it a new life and kind of telling a story with it?
We know the hardest part is one, like I have a cast of about 17 people, and I would say 3/4 of them are like hardcore parrot heads. So we've known this music forever, and you have these slight tweaks that happen with the lyrics, and you go, hang on, that's not it, hang on, what is in that script again? But it's so cool being able to take something that, I personally love, and I know a lot of people love, and bringing it into something that, again, is not what you would normally think of with his music, but when you watch it, you go, oh, that makes sense.
Why should people come and see Margaritaville?
Go.
We have a flying cheeseburger.
What?
We have a human-sized flying cheeseburger that may or may not fly over the stage in the audience.
And I guarantee you will never see that on any
Ever.
stage in
Only
many
here.
miles from here, if ever at all.
Here.
A giant flying cheeseburger.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm sold already. I don't know how you can improve on that.
No, I think what's fun is that although we're hitting the spring here now and we're starting to get real weather that feels great, I think it's just one of those kind of shows that you come in, you're gonna know the music. It's a little crazy. I got to admit, it's a little raunchy too. Fair game for your audience that they know this stuff. It's an adult good time. I would not probably bring my little kids. I think it's just gonna be a great time to gather. And if you appreciate even this era, if you're not even a big, huge Jimmy Buffett fan, like per se, I think, again, you do know the music. It's gonna kind of come back to you. The gist I always get from Jimmy is it's just, life is fun, relax, chill, license to chill. Just take it easy.
Don't we all need a little bit?
Don't we all need a little bit?
Exactly.
And you can get it for a ticket price and come on down here and escape for a couple of hours.
Speaking of tickets, how can people get tickets to see the show?
Well, newberncivictheater.org is the best way to get them. You can come here to the box office. You can call us as well, but I think, and that information is on that website. So if you feel like you need a help or something and you want to call in, you can do that.
Well, thank you both for telling me everything about Margaritaville. I'm looking forward to this.
It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah,
Awesome. Thank
For
you guys
sure.
so
Awesome.
much.
absolutely. Cheers.
Yes.
Time for the life hack of the day. Did you know that salt can reduce bitter coffee? Just add a tiny pinch of salt to your coffee rounds before brewing. This is supposed to help neutralize bitterness and bring out a smoother, richer flavor. No extra sugar is needed for this.
That's so crazy because you think salt would make it more bitter.
You would think that,
But I can see that because they also will put salt in sweeter foods to bring out the sweetness.
yeah, it's like it counteracts itself, I think.
That's crazy.
I never tried that, but I feel like
I kind of want to try
it
it,
would work.
now.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
gotta try that. That's interesting.
I have a Keurig, so I'm not exactly sure. Because I just put my pot in, I close it,
Yeah.
and run it.
You can get one of those Keurig pods that you put the coffee grounds like
Yeah,
inside
yeah.
and then try it with the salt.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
I'll report back.
Awesome. So now it is time for trivia. What current day department store chain began as a dry food store in Monroe, North Carolina? Is it A, J.C. Penney, B, Belk, C, Macy's, or D, Sears? We'll have the answer right after the break. Don't go anywhere. All right, we are back. If you guessed C, Belk, you're correct. Belk's roots were planted in 1888 when William Henry Belk opened the New York Racket in Monroe, after bringing on his brother John as a partner and changing the name to W.H. Belk and Bro. They opened their second location in Charlotte in 1895. Now Belk is headquartered in Charlotte and has 290 locations across the Southeast.
The following segment was sponsored by Gwendy's Goodies.
Hey everyone, I'm your host Davia, and it's time for Be Our Guest, where we help you save money while having an amazing dining experience. Today we are at Gwendy's Goodies in Ayden. Be sure to go to WNCT.com and find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 certificate for only $25 because these will sell out fast. So we are here with Gwendy Michael, the owner of Gwendy's Goodies. Thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you for coming. I was really excited to have y'all here today.
Yeah, so this looks amazing in front of us. I know recently you all changed your menu to where you have lunch items now.
That's right. We were at an older location. We moved into this, renovated downtown Ayden because we're in love with Ayden and the possibilities of our downtown. And now in our new location, we're able to offer breakfast and lunch, which is something we couldn't do before. So that's been really fun.
That's very exciting. So let's just go ahead and get started. Let's start with breakfast, it's only right. Can you tell us what we have?
Okay, so this is a cheddar parmesan roll. It's we call it our CPR breakfast.
Oh, CPR.
The cheddar parmesan roll is unique to us. It's a recipe that we developed. Very cheesy yeast roll. And then on top of that, we put a sausage patty and egg. And it is probably one of our most popular breakfast items.
That sounds so good. I love cheese myself.
Oh yeah.
Looks delicious.
And then next to it is a hot dog kolache. That is actually kind of a Texas thing. We have them plain cheddar and jalapeno cheddar. So really, it's like a pigs in a blanket, but way upscale from that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds so good. So now we have this dish in front of us. Can you tell us what we have?
Okay, this is our famous Hawaiian chicken salad. Our cake artist, actually Rebecca, brought that recipe to us. It's got a little bit of lime, a little bit of honey, and some pineapple. We can't keep this in the case. It is so popular, it just sells. People love our Hawaiian chicken salad. It's really good on a croissant. There's some really healthy options, and that quinoa salad is a super grain. It's got lots of great things for you, and it's loaded with veggies and tomatoes and all sorts of fresh goodness.
Wow, that looks
So
delicious.
that's what's with that, yeah.
Okay.
It's really yummy. Yep.
Exciting. Now, can people switch out the sides if they'd like to
Yes.
with any of their dishes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We have potato salad, we have quinoa salad, and sometimes we have Cuban black bean salad. So, or you could get it with chips
Yum.
if you're not a salad person.
Now we have this amazing looking soup dish. Can you tell us what we have?
Absolutely, that's our Ayden collard soup. We developed this for the Ayden Collard Festival. We wanted to have everything collard here. And it has been such a hit that we've been offering it every day since. It's got collards, it's got smoked sausage, carrots, onions, black-eyed peas. It's made right here from scratch, and it is served with our amazing sourdough bread.
okay. And this is homemade sourdough bread.
This is homemade sourdough bread. We make it right here, the whole authentic process of sourdough baking. We make sandwiches with the sourdough and we serve it with our soup. So we make eclairs here on Tuesdays, but it is a choux pastry filled with a Bavarian cream, again, made right here, made from scratch, really yummy. And then we put a chocolate ganache on top. This is right here a chocolate espresso cheesecake. It's got coffee in it, it's got chocolate ganache on top, graham cracker crust, again, made from scratch, made right here.
That looks delicious. Cheesecake's my favorite dessert.
We always have cheesecake in the bakery case, cupcakes. We have a wide variety of goodies.
Well, thank you so much, Gwendy. And you all make sure to remember to go to WNCT.com, find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 certificate for only $25 because these will sell fast.
The preceding segment was sponsored by Gwendy's Goodies.
It's time for This or That, where between two choices, we pick which one we prefer. So do you prefer in-person shopping or online shopping?
It depends on what I'm buying.
Okay.
If I'm getting clothes, in person, because
Okay.
I have to try stuff on. But if it's like jewelry or nail polish or whatever, I usually just do it online.
Let's say it's clothes, only clothes, so
Clothes in person.
in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like to try on my clothes. Sometimes you can't. I mean, if you're online shopping,
Yeah.
obviously you can't, but I'd rather be in person. Thank you so much for joining us today. Remember to always enjoy every moment of your Eastern lifestyle, and we'll see you tomorrow. Segments in today's episode are sponsored by Iconostar Art, Bern Civic Theatre, and Gwendy's Goodies.